Let's discuss something very important today. So I want to talk about how long it takes to become a data analyst in 2025. Like you all know now, we are in the era of AI, and I think we should harness every new technology that comes our way to become better in what we do. Before now, in previous years, to take up any technical skill, it takes a lot of time. You have to prepare, do hackathons, do trainings, and it can go as long as 1 year because you have to do everything yourself. Now you are in the era of AI, so I think we should also make use of this advantage to become better at any skill we are learning. And that's why I want to discuss how long it will take in 2025, because 2025 now, it's a year where we'll see more of AI driven technologies, right? So how do we become a data analyst? How long does it take to become a data analyst or data professional in 2025? I would say 3 months. Now, very fast, very quick. And I'm going to now, in this video, I'm going to break it down how you're going to make use of that 3 months to become a full-fledged, got your first job, and start your professional career in data. So it takes 3 months. It should take you 3 months in 2025 to become a data analyst. And here is the breakdown. The first 3 weeks should be used to learn Excel. Now, Excel is very critical no matter who you are, a data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, business intelligence engineer, AI engineer. Excel still comes into play, right? Be it Excel, be it Google Sheet. Now, I will say 3 ways because you need to learn Excel effectively. And when I say effectively, right, you learn the basics, the sum ifs, the aggregate functions, the pivot tables, the VLOOKUPs, then after learning all that, you go to the what if analysis. Is very critical. The regression analysis in Excel, the solver. There's what we call solver in Excel. Learn that. So first 3 weeks. So the first 3 days, use that to learn the basics, like understanding how to use the conditional formatting, how to perform sums, sum ifs, and the rest. Then the next 3 days, use it to learn pivot tables, solver, what if analysis, and some other advanced functions. That's for your first week of learning in Excel. The second week, proceed to Power Query. Learn Power Query like your life depends on it for the second week, right? Learn how to transform data with Power Query, how to import data from different sources, web, SQL Server, databases, from import pictures, how to import files, how to clean, even how to implement Python in Power Query, how to use Python for cleaning, how to do a lot of transformations in Power Query. Is a very merge, appends, and the rest. Then when you are done, that's for the second week. Then for the second week, start. Also, you're going to start, I think you should start pivots, Power Pivot in the second week as well of your learning. Power Pivot, how to model data, how to create calendar table, how to join tables, how to create your star schema, how to create measures, right? Then in your third week, now finish how to create measures, implicit measures, explicit measures, how to edit measures, advanced calculations, measures. Then in your third week, then learn about Power View, so how to create dashboards, how to create pivot charts, from your model, how to create dashboards in Excel, you know. Then maybe the last 2 days of your third week, use it to learn a bit of macros, how to implement Python in Excel and those other features. Ensure you make use of it. At least spend 5 to 6 hours per day. At least 5 to 6 hours per day learning. So meaning for every day in the 3 weeks, ensure you spend at least 5 to 6 hours per day. Now the next 3 weeks, that's the first 3 weeks. The next 3 weeks, start Power BI. Now don't just learn the ways. I've seen some training that will just teach you how to load data and then just begin to use implicit measures to create measures and then just build dashboard. No, learn it the appropriate way. There are 7 pillars in Excel. You can check some of my videos. I've made videos about this, the 7 pillars of Power BI. Check it. I think the video is named yeah, I think I named it the seven pillars. I just check some of my series on Power BI, the beginning, the first 2 3 videos. You see what I'm talking about, right? So there, learn the whole 7 pillars. So start from extraction, learn how to extract data from Power BI desktop itself, and then from Power BI Power Query, right? Learn how to import data from that side. When you are done, so the first 3 days should be around that, learning the whole basis of Power BI, right? That should be the first thing you cover. Then when you are done, proceed to Power Query. Do a lot of data cleaning in Power Query. Do a lot of data transformations, transforming tables that looks horizontal to vertical. Practice transformation around on pivoting data. Practice transformation about around merging and on merging columns and rows. Practice appending. Practice with dates, how to transform dates. If the date is not in the right format, I have a video on that as well. When you are not getting the right format, when you convert to date, you keep getting error. I have a video around that. Practice things around date. Date can be very, very pivotal, right? When you are done with that, go ahead and learn about how to create calendar, how to create robust model, complex data model. When you are done with that, start talking about how to create measures, implicit measures, explicit measures, complex measures, coming for working with calculate, working with related, working with remove filters to combine 2 calendars, a lot of complex stuff you can do. Then later on, move to bookmarking. Now you can use bookmark to achieve something like a front end dashboard that makes sense. How to do bookmark, how to hide, how to group visuals and the rest, how to select and the rest. So that should form part of your learning. When you are done with that, proceed to how to create compelling dashboards in Power BI. So learn this in 3 weeks. You can do this, like I said, if you put in at least 6 hours per day into this, you are going to learn that, right? Then the next thing you want to do is to proceed to SQL. Now you're going to learn SQL for another 3 weeks. For SQL, the first 2 3 days should be for installation. Install it. If you are using SQL Server, install SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. Then after that, install your SQL Server, the server itself. Then when you are done, ensure everything is set up. Connect it for the first 2 days. Then the next day, start learning about the DDA, data definition language, DDLs, the DMLs, select select group by. When you are done, proceed to how to understand data warehousing, in SQL. How do you convert a database into a data warehouse, understanding the whole structure of databases, right? Then when you are done with that, proceed to more advanced like subquery. When you are done with subquerying, how to interpret um, SQL questions, very important as well. Then when you are done, go to the advanced understanding CTEs, common table expressions, how you use common table expressions to solve advanced problems, group by, and the rest. I think that should cover the other next 3 weeks. So okay, let me also add that you should have some days left for SQL, right? Take 2 days out of your SQL journey to learn about prompting, AI prompting, and that's why it becomes very crucial in 2025. AI prompting is key, right? Just take 2 days. When I say prompting, it means how you ask questions. I ask questions on ChatGPT, on Gemini, and the rest. How do you ask questions? When you have faced the problem, how do you ask them? When you have business questions relating to technical skills, how do you ask them to get the required answer? Learn that, very, very critical. That should be the last 2 days of your SQL journey before you start optimization and the rest. So we've talked about 9 weeks now. In 3 months, we have how many weeks? That's 12 weeks, correct? Yeah. in 3 months. So we have 3 weeks remaining. The remaining 3 weeks should be used for CV optimization, optimize your CV, package your CV well, make it compelling. Then another thing is start talking about visibility, or from projects you're going to be doing. So next 3 weeks will be for project, do some projects in a week, then make it visible on LinkedIn, optimize your LinkedIn, update your LinkedIn, start visibility, start optimization. Then after that, ensure you start putting yourself out there, then start applying for jobs. Look at JDs as much as you can, a lot of JDs, look at them, then start applying. Yeah, that's all you will need. That is all you will need to achieve and to become a data analyst or a data professional in 2025. Drop your comment in the comment section if you have comments on this highlighted point. Like I said, 3 weeks, the first 3 weeks Excel, second 3 weeks Power BI, the third 3 weeks SQL, then the last 3 weeks should be for optimization, CV, projects, and then applications for job. I hope this helps you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. See you some other time. Bye.